Hey guys, CreamCrazy here, welcoming you to my Royal Rumble 2014 predictions video. Now, this pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, of course, begins the road to WrestleMania. We're going to be excited, we're going to be happy, because, yeah, who isn't excited for the Royal Rumble every year? It may only be excitable for one match, but who really gives a crap? Yeah, that's one thing that we kind of need to change, because we need to be excited for the whole damn card, not just for one match. Nonetheless, on that front though, while for the casual fan this card seems rather quite good, I don't know, there's something to me that's not connecting with it. You know, I don't know what the hell it is. Just doesn't make me feel happy. I'll probably get to why when I'm talking about individual entrants. But the fact of the matter is, the Royal Rumble is coming up this Sunday. I am looking forward to it, mostly because, well, I get to find out who is going to be in the main event of WrestleMania 30 when I go to New Orleans. So, hopefully that should be a good thing? Let's hope so. Anyway, we're starting off on the kickoff show, pre-show, whatever you want to call it, with the WWE Tag Team titles being defended by Cody Rhodes and Goldust against the New Age Outlaws. Now, I've had to hear so many people say, oh, it's awful, why the hell have they not put this on the main show? This match is definitely main card material. Listen, they're going to be in the Rumble anyway. It does not really matter if they're on the pre-show or not. I know people say, oh, it's a title match worthy in every case. Just because it has the New Age Outlaws in it does not mean it is technically just designated as being Royal Rumble card material. These guys have not really wrestled these two. They've managed to gain a title shot by pinning them once. I mean, think about it, guys. It's stupid to think, oh, just putting it on the main card because it's New Age Outlaws. It's ridiculous. People are thinking, well, maybe the New Age Outlaws could win the tag belts. I mean, if they were going to do it, they would have put it on the pay-per-view. But in my eyes, even though Cody and Goldust need some dissension, doing it in the Rumble will be better. I'm just saying, doing it in the Rumble will be better, and if so, it will be much more unexpected in any case, even though I'm predicting it right here, right now. So they're going to defend the titles here. I really don't see any other way, it just makes some valid sense, but the fact of the matter is, guys, quite simply, I don't think they're going to lose titles here. It just doesn't make sense to have titles change on a pre-show. But then again, Antonio Cesaro won the damn US title on a pre-show at SummerSlam a year ago. So, it can't be put out of the thing just yet. But then again, I wouldn't be one to expect it. You know, New Age Outlaws winning titles like that, it just, to me, wouldn't really make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, on to the matches then. Well, on the main card, people are being really happy about. First off, we have Brock Lesnar versus The Big Show. Now, this annoys me. Why? Why does it annoy me? Well, you know, I was mentioning at the start how I just don't really feel the card. I would be okay with this match if two things had happened. One, they referenced the fact that these two had faced in the past. They'd gone Undertaker Triple H on our asses by basically saying to us, hey, these two are facing each other, but we're going to gloss over the fact they've already fought and make people feel really, really good about these two fighting again. Yay! And that just doesn't make any sense. I already know that Big Show has beaten Brock Lesnar in the past. I know that Big Show can manhandle Brock Lesnar, and I know Brock Lesnar can manhandle Big Show. He powerbombed him, for fuck's sake. So honestly, how am I meant to believe, for the life of me, that Brock Lesnar is afraid of the Big Show? Sure, there could be a reasoning behind this, that Brock Lesnar hasn't faced a guy like Big Show in many years. He hasn't faced a guy like Big Show since he took on Goldberg in his final match before leaving the WWE first time round. And maybe he's putting that into a psychological thing, that he's been so overconfident that he really doesn't know if mentally he can actually do this again. If he doesn't know if he can actually beat the Big Show again. And that should play into some psychological mind games for the Big Show. Was that hinted though? No. Did Big Show say that I've gotten inside your head? You know you can't beat me. You haven't faced a guy my size for a while. You think you can beat me? Try. Has they done that? No. They just said, oh, we're going to make Brock Lesnar look weak, so when it comes to the Rumble, it gives him an indication that he'll actually win the match. It just seems very, very lazy. So WWE was saying, why don't we just look at these two and say, people could just make up their own assumptions for this. Well, I've made up my own assumption, and I've glazed over everything that WWE has done. I've glazed over everything, and I've made my mind up that your booking for this has been crap. Sorry if I'm being really blunt and off the cuff here, but the fact of the matter is, I really wanted to see more from this. Honestly though, why does Brock Lesnar have to face Big Show in the Royal Rumble, knowing that in 2003, the year he won the thing, he beat Big Show to do it? Maybe that's a foreboding sense of the future. It's foreshadowing what could possibly happen. Who knows? All I know is, Brock Lesnar is leaving the Royal Rumble the winner. I don't care if he enters the Rumble later. I don't care if Big Show enters the Rumble later. In fact, I'd be a bit annoyed if Big Show, after being decimated by Brock Lesnar, does make it to the Rumble. That would be really stupid. It would be really stupid if, say, Daniel Bryan goes against Bray Wyatt. And I want to go to that prediction right now because it was a nice little sieg. Doesn't go into the Rumble after this match. Now, this is the one thing that annoys me. I understand a lot of people have Daniel Bryan down as a prediction for the Rumble match, including myself. To see Daniel Bryan in this match is cool. I'm fine with that. I had a feeling it was going to happen anyway. I mean, I was so unsure it was going to happen that I didn't even put it in my blog until last minute that they were going to have a match together. Honestly, this could be an interesting match. I want to see the feud end here, because if it doesn't end here, they might have a match at Elimination Chamber, like I've already probably specified in the blog post, which you can check by clicking CCWR blog at blogspot.co.uk down there in the description box. The fact of the matter is, I mentioned here that, yeah, Daniel Bryan can lose this match and still come out of the event looking strong, because all he needs to do is go in the Rumble match, eliminate Bray Wyatt upon his entry, or basically go on and win the thing. Bray Wyatt gets pissed and believes, you know what, in my sense of entitlement, the fact that I'm the granddaddy of this thing and I treated you like a family for 2 weeks, I may still hate you for what you've done, but you know what? In that cruel, twisted way, I still want something, so to make it all right, you know, you hurt me, and I want to take something that's precious to you to make it all feel right. Not to mention the fact that, well, Bray did say anything that happens from this point on is your fault. So if he goes to WrestleMania and goes on a bit of a losing streak because the Wyatts are still plaguing him after the Rumble win, you know, that all makes sense to play that mind game. That Bray Wyatt is just trying to fuck with Daniel Bryan, because he did say, things are going to go wrong if you leave me. From this point on, you're going to have bad things happen. And we always keep saying, oh, well, Daniel Bryan winning the Rumble would make sense, because he would lose the match, go in an underdog like Bret Hart was in 1994, and then go on and basically win the thing to basically prove to everybody that he still can. I'm not sure if WWE are going to do it, but you know, if he did, it would make sense for Bray to then go, he feels on top of the world. Let's take him down a peg. And that'll be something interesting to see. Maybe, I've already said, seeing Bray Wyatt eliminated by Daniel Bryan was the way I would have wanted the Royal Rumble match to end this year if we hadn't have seen the early dissension of that stable from that. We didn't see the early dissension of Daniel Bryan's involvement. Fact of the matter is, guys, WWE, listen, I really do get that you are ashamed by how things that you do are viewed in public. But surely, Daniel Bryan wasn't turned heel in the first place, so it didn't really matter. The fact that you took it so seriously, even though you said about a month ago that there's no such thing as a heel or face anymore, yeah, that really does put your situation a little bit in a problematic position. You said there was no face or heels, yet you were counting on a heel turn working in spite of the fact that it didn't really work in the first place. Sounds a bit wrong to me. Fact of the matter is, this match should be an interesting match, but I think they're going to make Daniel Bryan take it easy in the match. I don't think, and also because I've already seen it, and people say this, that Bray Wyatt is more of a character-driven wrestler than he is an actual in-move wrestler. So, really, there isn't really so much more I can do with this. I keep thinking that just Daniel Bryan's going to get beaten, probably unfairly, and that's all I can say. I mean, it may not be an interesting match because of what Daniel Bryan's concussion has put on his head. I've no idea. I mean, personally, if I want to be legitimately true, Daniel Bryan's going to lose this match, and that's it. It's not the most happy thing, but you know what? Guys, fans out there who think, oh, Daniel Bryan losing to Bray Wyatt is him being buried. No. If it advances the story and makes his Rumble win that ever more better, then it doesn't frickin' matter. Okay? Good. And now we can go on to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. I need to start getting used to calling it the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, because the amount of times I keep calling it the WWE Championship and technically getting it wrong wouldn't be any good, would it? Well, it might change names soon. Who knows? Anyway, we have Randy Orton versus John Cena, and yeah, you can kind of see where this one's going to be going, because, yeah, this feud just hasn't lit the spark that I really thought it was going to. Rehashing John Cena's dad being attacked, they could have done something new, but then again, I'm actually kind of saying, what could they have added to make this new? You know, what could they have done to say to people, hey, we want to get re-interest again? I don't mind that the feud's happening. I mean, so other people saying, oh my god, it's been done 1,000 times before. They had a 5-year gap between. I don't really care. It's just the fact that the matches these two have are good. I just like to have some more body behind it, personally, because, you know me, I like a bit of story. Nonetheless, there's only one winner I can see coming out of this, and it's Randy Orton. I just don't see Cena winning this thing. I really don't. Because honestly, this is the one reason I'm liking the build-up to this year's WrestleMania, is now, at this moment in time, I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know where WWE are going to go with the card, which is brilliant, but at the same time, slightly worrying. So, yeah. Still, the fact of the matter is, John Cena, I don't know what he's going to do at WrestleMania. I have no idea if he's going to fight for the championship, if he's going to be champion going in. I don't know if he's going to be fighting The Undertaker or taking on Bray Wyatt like people originally thought. I mean, are they actually going to put Cena outside of the main event this year? I have no idea. I mean, the fact of the matter is, Orton, I can pretty much guarantee he's either going to go for the world title as champion, or he's going to be fighting Batista in a match where no title is involved at all. So, yeah, really I'm thinking to myself here, what the hell is going on? And honestly, I think Orton could easily win the title match here. Go on and face Daniel Bryan, winner of the Royal Rumble. Like, oh god, I have to face this guy again? Really? I've already beaten him before, so what the hell are you going to prove? Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are going to say, look, you may have beaten him unfairly, but you haven't beaten him fairly, so you know what? We're going to put you in a position where, you know what, your title can be defended fairly, in a place where you cannot lose the title due to unfair help. And that is an Elimination Chamber match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And that leads to Batista, after 2 or 3, 4 weeks of verbal bartering with him and complete desecration of Orton, just goes in and completely screws him, leading to the match that we know is going to happen. Fact of the matter is, that'll be better. I would rather see Randy Orton out of the title picture for WrestleMania, because you had lots of chances to put him in the title picture, but you never did. The only part of his career, anyway. Fact of the matter is, Orton, to me, seems the likely winner, because it seems you can make more story out of him winning. And that's just me. I'm just saying it right here, guys. John Cena winning, people are saying, is going to happen because it seems like they want to make him the champion going into Mania. They could easily do it by having him win the Elimination Chamber too, so what does it matter? What does it matter? I mean, seriously, Randy Orton winning just makes more sense to me in the long run. Really. And now, we get on to the Royal Rumble match. The match which we all are looking forward to, even though I haven't seen people being really excited. Anyway, fact of the matter is, this is going to be an interesting Rumble. With CM Punk as number 1, you know, it kind of gives me an impression that CM Punk could actually go win this thing. I wouldn't mind seeing him win, because I'm a CM Punk fan. Of course I wouldn't mind it, and he was my number 2 pick in my predictions. The fact of the matter is, even with that, one of my predictions has to be factored out. You know, I put in Biggie Langston in my predictions just as my most unlikely winner, kind of like Wade Barrett was last year, to say I would like him to get some progress and be showcased on a high pedestal, and that's it. I'm only using him there just to cause intrigue between people who read this stuff. So, honestly, Biggie Langston doesn't really factor in. I mean, if it wasn't for Batista, I would have had my bloody thing lined out perfectly. If it wasn't for Batista, Bray Wyatt would have been included in the top lot and wouldn't have been a double pick with Daniel Bryan at the top. You know? I've already mentioned why. You can go look at the blog post why those two are my top two, technically. The fact of the matter is, with this match, I can just remove Biggie Langston entirely and just put Bray into the position he was in. Because they are my favourites. They are my favourites. Batista, CM Punk, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan. They are my favourites for a reason. I've already mentioned why. If you haven't seen why, go check that out on the blog. But honestly, with CM Punk as number one, it gives me the impression he's going to last a long hell-ass time. He is probably going to last to the end. If not, somewhere near the end. If he goes from number one and gets eliminated midway through, the entire story of the Rumble will be taken away completely. Because you do not put someone as number one if you are not going to have them, one, look impressive, and second, then get fucked out of it. That's what it looks like. I mean, Daniel Bryan coming into this Rumble at all is going to be based on whether he's survived through the match enough to have WWE say, look, okay, you seem like you're in good spirits. Go ahead. That's the only thing I can really see here. And Bray Wyatt, well, he's Bray Wyatt. I mean, his associates are going to be in there anyway, so him not being in there is a bit of a crime. And, well, yeah. I mean, the final four for this Rumble I can easily see being Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Batista. No Bray Wyatt in there? I could possibly see the Shield deposing Wyatt out of there, maybe. Roman Reigns throwing him out of the Big Four, so it sets up the Wyatt family versus Shield match that we all think we're going to see. It's probably not going to happen, but you know what? They could easily tease something. I mean, they've teased WrestleMania feuds from eliminations in the past that have never become anything, so why not make the chance? You know, it could be useful. Honestly, I can see CM Punk maybe getting eliminated by Batista, saying, oh, the Evolution and DX are kicking my ass, what the hell are you doing? That's all well and good, but I would rather see CM Punk be the winner in this, if he's number one. See, I didn't know he was number one entrant until this week, so my idea about how the Rumble is going to end really isn't as good or as thought out as it was going to be, you know? Honestly, I still have Daniel Bryan as my main pick based on his popularity, but seeing CM Punk versus Batista at the WrestleMania is going to be kind of awesome, if it happens. Batista? No, not Batista. Bah! Brock Lesnar, sorry, because that's the one that I want to see. Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk for the championship is going to be absolutely freaking insane. And that's the one a lot of people want to see if they don't see Daniel Bryan, Cena, or Orton Bryan, or Orton Batista. The fact of the matter is, if CM Punk is going to win the Rumble match and say, look, hey, authority, I'm doing pretty good up here, I just won the Royal Rumble match, you thought you could screw me? Ha! You can't screw me at all. I am better than you. Oh yeah? Well, we're going to gift you the person who you don't like very much the championship shot, and then if he wins it, we'll see how you feel like it. And maybe, you know what? Actually, even better idea. If they're gonna give the championship match to Brock Lesnar, and you have Brock Lesnar Orton to go to spite Orton, or you got Lesnar versus Cena one more time, you know what? They could easily put Punk in the Elimination Chamber, but his championship shot on the line to screw with him. I've just randomly thought of that now. That's a bloody good idea. See what I mean, guys? Even with the Rumble, we'll have some surprise names. I'm not going to decide on who I want. The only ones I can really think of are Jake the Snake Roberts and Eugene. Jake the Snake because he petitioned it and he's in good shape. It would make sense for him to try. And then, of course, you've got Eugene. I'd love to see Damien Sandow eliminate Eugene, and then they have some program going into WrestleMania surrounding that, which would be kind of interesting, because you've got the guy who's got special needs and learning difficulties versus a guy who's intellectually smart and a dick about it. I'm just saying, isn't it? It's an idea. Honestly, this Rumble is annoying for me, because like I said, I've had ideas, but every single time they keep changing, and it makes me feel happy that I'm not predicting a Rumble winner and feeling confident about it. You know, I'm sure that my 5 that I've predicted out of Wyatt, Bryan, Reigns, Batista, and Punk are the ones who are going to win, and I'm pretty sure for the 4th year running I'm going to be picking the Rumble winner. But the fact of the matter is, this is going to get rather... I just don't know what to do. You know, this is the one thing I'm enjoying. I'm liking the fact that there's just all this uncertainty around the Royal Rumble pay-per-view and around the Royal Rumble match that makes me think, why the fuck didn't WWE make this happen for the last year? Or even 2 years, maybe. Who knows? I'm just saying, folks. It's plausible. Anyway, I'm still down for Bryan to win the damn thing, but I'm going to say CM Punk is a little bit closer than I thought. You know, I put him as my number 2 thinking, he's going to win, but, you know, he's more likely to be screwed than anything. I don't really see that happening anymore. To me, it'll be Punk and Bryan going for the win. They seem the most likely. They seem the most worthy. Batista winning? No. Just, please, just have Randy Orton no longer as champion, getting screwed out of a title, getting the title shot in the Elimination Chamber, or, if he is champion, have the same thing happen. I want to see Batista Orton again, really. I don't mind waiting months to see Batista versus Lesnar. I really don't mind that. Hell, if we have to see Lesnar versus Batista for the title, so be it. But if we have to see it without the title, it makes it even better. Because Batista could screw Lesnar out of the damn thing as well. See what I mean? The more things I talk about it, the more things pop up. You know, this is the thing that's making me love this Rumble, but also hate it. The amount of options WWE have are endless. For the last 2 years, we've had WrestleMania cards predicted months in advance. We have no idea what's happening, and it's bloody fantastic for this year. But it's annoying me, because I don't like the fact there's a lot of uncertainty, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to get it right. Nonetheless, I'm still going to pick Punk and Bryan as my 2 main picks. I don't want to go for 1 because that would just be evil. But my top 5 are sticking. I'm sticking with them, and it should all be good. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my predictions. Hope you've all enjoyed them. And, well, let's hope you all enjoy the Royal Rumble then, shall we? If you like what you've heard from me, click the like button and the subscribe button down there, because I really appreciate your support, guys. And I'm only 1 subscriber from 300. I know it's not much, but I don't do this for the subs or the views, I just do it because I like analysing WWE for you, so click the subscribe button if you want to be the lucky number 300 and then get a shout out on my review. Just saying, it's all plausible, just saying. So, guys, I have been Cream Crazy, you've been people listening. This has been my Royal Rumble 2014 predictions, going for a bit shorter than I usually do it. I will see you for my review on Monday. Cheers!